even though this assignment look very serious one, but remember, my objective is to make sure that you all learn something about qualitative approach of doing research. Yeah, indirectly, this is practice for you all, and I purposely put in this instruction theories so that you learn about doing research, in which no research can be done without theory. Yeah. So like when you do the dissertation or thesis later on, you also must have theories. There are two types of theories. The first one we call main theories. Main theory is a theory that will connect the action and the reason. All these variables should be related to each other because of theory. Teori ini ibarat driver kepada sebuah kenderaan. Tanpa driver, kenderaan itu tidak akan dapat pergi ke mana-mana. So that is the theory. And theories ada dua. One is main theory. The other one is called support theory. Main theory is a theory that connect most of the variables, independent variables and the dependent variables, connected by this main theory. Kadang-kadang dalam independent variables, moderator atau mediator dan juga dependent variable as the focus of studies, ada variable-variable tersebut tidak dapat dikaitkan antara satu sama lain. So in that case, kita menggunakan teori yang lain yang dipanggil support theory. So on this exercise, basically there are three types of theories involved when we study the Kampung Kelimu human resource operation. The first is shared leadership theory. And this shared leadership theory is actually the main theory. Later on, when you are there, you can see Mr. Ignatius' leadership. And then you will notice the Ketua Kampung leadership as well. So, and then the head of each block also has this uniqueness traits of leadership. Meaning to say that in order to develop a village like Kampung Kelimu, all the leaders must have unique leadership traits. Sebab untuk membangunkan sebuah kampung yang sebesar Kelimu itu yang mempunyai 6 blocks, dia panggil 6 blocks itu, semua pemimpin-pemimpin di blok itu juga mesti ada semangat seorang ketua. So ini kita panggil shared leadership theory. And then social capital theory is a theory about living together harmoniously. So this is support theory. And human resource management theory, I use this theory in depicting the recruitment exercise, compensation, and etc. Similar like what we study in human resource management. So basically these are the three theories related to Kampung Kelimu project assignment. Okay, as I said earlier, my idea is not only for you all to complete an assessment by doing group project exercise. My thinking is also to ensure that my students in this human resource management, they are capable of doing a research later on, engaging the community itself. And I also provide here some questionnaires, that you can use through your FGD later on, focus group discussion, in which you sit with the members of the communities as well as the staff of the Kampung Kelimu. I hope we managed to get their cooperation. I already text Mr. Ignatius, and he is trying his best to make sure the staff do cooperate with this project. And we also have the villages. Most of them will involve with us. Of course, we go there not telling them that we are going to ask them any question. So we need to do it indirectly, politely, so on, because let them see us as doing CSR, but indirectly we are doing this group project assignment for the purpose, later on we will share with Mr. Ignatius our conclusion, with the hope that it will continuously able to support the development of the kampung to the benefit of the villages themselves. That is the idea. Sini ada beberapa soalan. Sebagai contoh, when you do research, you will have a section called demographic section. Demographic section is details about respondents actually. Every respondent, when they answer the question put on them by you indirectly, yang pertama, what is your role in Kilimu village? Kalau dia cakap, saya pengurusi, so you just write down the position and so on. So how long have you been involved in MPKK related activities? So you need to be able to understand when you are there later on, there are two group of people. First one who run the village socio-economic development through MPKK, and the other group is the villages themselves. So you will have two targets, yeah, in your focus group discussion: the perspective of the MPKK and the perspective of the villages who are not in the management team. So which block do you reside in? Dia ada blok Repulsia, blok macam-macam lah namanya, ya. So this is demographic. And then section 2, PKK Human Resource Management Strategies and Leadership. This one you will ask the respondent, but first you need to identify whether they belong to MPP or community members. So these are the 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 questions that you will ask them. Okay, walaupun soalan-soalan ni nampak macam berat, tapi as long as you can develop your own question based on this one, kan, is okay. Saya tidak berapa rigid bahawa inilah soalan yang you all perlu tanya, tapi ini cuma guide. Because at the end of the day, for section 2, we can do some conclusion how effective the strategies and how strong the leadership to be successfully led by the leaders of MPKK and the villages overall. Walaupun saya bagi soalan-soalan yang nampak macam strict, kan, tapi you all can modify the question. So question ni kalau research, ya, dia ada dua. Dia panggil adopted dan lagi satu adapted. Apa maksud adopted? Maksudnya soalan-soalan yang lepas kita guna sebiji sama, similar one. Kalau soalan-soalan yang lepas tu kita ubah sesuai, dia disebabkan kelompok responden mungkin konteksnya berlainan. Kalau dulu kita tanya among the school teachers, for example, tapi bila kita bagi soalan among the lecturers, it going to be different, tidak sama. So itu kita panggil adapted. In your case of doing this project, you are doing qualitative. So bila kualitatif ni, ini cuma guideline. Ini kalau kamu ikut sebiji-sebiji, ini dipanggil kuantitatif. Tapi kalau kamu tanya yang lebih kurang maksudnya sama, itu adalah kualitatif. Ya, so kualitatif ni dia ringan sedikit. Kadang-kadang bila you tanya satu soalan, dia akan bagi hint satu ideas yang baru. Itu dipanggil, later on saya akan share with you all about thematic analysis. Tapi you all jangan terlampau confused, jangan pening. So saya cuma bagi gambaran apa sepatutnya you all akan tanya, ya. So section 2 kita ingin melihat the impact of the management strategies and how strong the leaders are. Section 3, community observation on MPKK's performance. Ini for community members. Yang ini kita tidak akan tanya MPKK. Tapi kita tanya community di blok-blok itu dia punya expectation, perception on the MPKK punya management style and so on. So sini pun ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6 question. As I said, ini nampak macam kuantitatif. Sedangkan kita buat kualitatif. So you all just try to play with the ideas of each question. At the end of the day, when you do the conclusion, it's about the performance of MPKK in the way the villages are seeing them. And then section 4, impact of MPKK's HRM on rural socio-economic development. So this one, for MPKK members and community members, both opinion whether the management team of MPKK are enough to ensure the smooth operation, and whether they are capable of entertaining all the demands and expectations by the community. Number 5, challenges in MPKK's HRM. Yeah, what are the biggest challenges? Ini nanti at the end of the day, you all will identify apakah kesukaran, masalah yang dihadapi in term of MPKK's SRM. Situ saya letak lack of training, leadership conflict, whether you observe it happen or not. Similar with number 6, recommendation for improving MPKK SRM. Yeah. Just remember ya, bila saya letak objective 4, objective 3 itu adalah merujuk kepada yang mula-mula tadi itu kita ada 4 objektif. Ya, we have 4 objektif. Objektif 1, objektif 2, objektif 3, objektif 4. Maknanya kita mengukur semua objektif itu menggunakan soalan-soalan tertentu. Soalan section 2, objektif 1. What is objektif 1? Objektif 1 is to analyze MPK and so on. So itu maksudnya ya. So section 2 objektif 1. Section 3 objektif 1 juga lah. Section 4 objektif 2. Section 5 objektif 3. Section 6 is objective 4. What is objective 4? You go back to objective number 4. So at the end of the day, you will report on the objectives and whether the implementation reachable or successfully implemented or not. So the report will look like research punya dapatan lah, lebih kurang begitu. Remember ya, I'm not going to be very strict. This is just a training. So I'm going to be very lenient. Yeah? You all jangan stress. My reason doing this project is for you to have a good experience of doing research. So for this purpose is more on qualitative research. Remember ya, even though you are not going to be academician later on, tapi the strategy of what I'm going to share with you can solve the practical issues at workplace. Yeah. So saya sebenarnya indirectly sharing on how we should do things right. So this is only a training ground. And even though it is a training ground, it is still a group assignment project. For those group, kalau ada members dia tidak dapat datang disebabkan oleh personal reason, that is okay. Yeah? So you need to be lenient to them. Tetapi yang tidak dapat ikut serta tu kena buat banyak retap lah. Jadi yang pergi tu buat banyak rakaman, banyak nota, do some drafting. Tapi yang tidak hadir tu minta dia kerja kuat sikit to make sure the proofreading and so on. That is how the team should go. So at the end of the day, it is a group project work. Okay, so don't worry about yang saya tunjuk tadi tu. Itu real case. Tapi saya tidak expect you all buat begitu. Tapi itulah kalau you all dapat buat begitu, cantiklah. You learn something. Tapi I don't expect you all to be pasal you all have very limited time there. Jadi cuba try your best untuk dapatkan idea itu dan you all akan dapat feedback yang boleh you all merangkas satu laporan yang berbeza antara satu sama lain ya. So jangan serius sangat benda tu, jangan risau, jangan stres. Itu sengaja saya bagi contoh the real one. Tapi when you are there, you all buat secara santai saja ya. Okay. So ada soalan lain? Kalau tidak ada, kita boleh bersurailah malam ni, ya. Sebab saya mau you all ada masa untuk berbincang dengan rakan-rakan grup. Jadi selepas ini, mungkin you all boleh get together lah. Ada masa beberapa ni boleh bincangkan. Begitu. Jadi saya bagi peluang supaya you all boleh merangka strategi sebab berapa hari lagi ni? Hari ini 28 minggu ni sudah kan? Jadi malam ni saya kasih bersurai awal sikit supaya you all boleh berbincang antara grup members. Okay? So kalau tidak ada, thank you very much. Kita jumpa nanti di Kampung Kilimo. Okay, bye.